Thank you so much for having me here tonight. Now, I must apologise. Normally I would speak off the cuff, but I've got 20 seconds each side, so let's go. Here I am living my best life. I'm surrounded by beautiful llamas at my farm in Clunes, and I'm immersed in the creativity of SAORI weaving. And through this craft, I have found the key to unlocking the creative power of essence. But it wasn't always this way. Once upon a time, back in my 20s, I felt I was missing something. And so I went to find myself in Japan. I left a busy career as a zoologist to immerse myself in living in a country and culture that I was fascinated by. I explored remote villages, met incredible people, and tapped into a different pace of life that still exists in those deep mountain villages away from bustling cities. And my travels took me to this place, an old school, now an arts and crafts village. I helped to build a pizza oven there, as you do, and as a thank you, the owner of the school said, "Come with me, I'm going to show you what I do. This is SAORI weaving." Within seconds of trying this rhythmic style of Japanese weaving, I was hooked. I immersed myself in this craft that has no rules, no rigidity, and I discovered so much about myself. I found that missing piece. I had found my essence. I'd never been interested in weaving before. It had always seemed too mathematical, too precise, too structured, too much concentration required. And in traditional weaving, that's certainly the case. A weaver follows a complex pattern to make a pattern piece of cloth. But you can give that pattern to a computerised loom and it will make the same piece of cloth. And now you don't know what a human has made and what a machine has made. But with SAORI weaving, you're making a human-made piece of cloth. Masao Joel, the creator of SAORI, wanted people to weave freely from the heart and do what a machine could not do. Because humans have one thing that machines and patterns do not. We have essence. SAORI actually means woven cloth that has its own unique life and characteristics. Masao recognised the power of essence. She discovered that weaving freely and without restrictions allows me to express myself. The clothes I wear speak for me about my life. My spirit is alive in the fabric woven with my kansei, my creative spirit. Each SAORI weaving can capture the present moment that we can never take back. It can capture the thoughts and feelings that we have at the time. And while threads are mere materials, we can weave them into a valuable piece of artwork. We can give life to cloth. This is essence. Essence is actually something we all have, but most people have lost touch with it. As a child, you created freely. You coloured outside the lines. You used every colour in the box. When you drew a tree, it was probably blue and pink with purple spots. But then an adult came up to you and said, "What are you doing? A tree's brown and green. You colour inside the lines. You're doing it wrong." Our creativity becomes constrained. And as adults, we start to worry about doing it correctly, making it look neat, not making a mistake, the judgment of others. When adults first sit down at the loom in my class, they often say, "Oh, I'm not creative." But you actually are. You always have been. You've just lost touch with it. With SAORI weaving, I'm helping people reconnect with their essence again. Every piece at the loom tells a story, captures a moment in time for the weaver. It has the weaver's creative energy imbued into the cloth. Take it from a mere craft to a work of art. This is what I call luminescence. The reconnection is what I've witnessed in my classes here at the Rare Trade Centre, in my studio workshops at my farm and at my creative retreats. Helping people discover themselves through colour, creativity and fun. Creating not from the head, but from the heart. Tapping into essence, that inner creative spirit that we all have within us. And at the end of each workshop, every single piece is different, because each weaver has tapped into their unique essence. Some are astounded by their hidden abilities, others are amazed at what they've created. And all have found joy in the freedom of just playing with colour and texture and relearning to trust themselves through creativity. This is luminescence. Have a look at Charles's face here. It's his first time at the loom. Look at that smile, that joy of freedom, of letting go of perfection, of judgment, of right or wrong, finding trust in his creative choices, rediscovering himself through freestyle creativity at the loom. This is luminescence. Stacey here sat down at the loom and wanted to create a piece that was about his work and life at the farm. So he inserted a chainsaw blade into his weaving. He also incorporated a welding glove, aluminium pieces, core flute, welding and electrical wire, nylon webbing and alpaca shearing combs. This is luminescence. Marie here wove an emotional tribute to her sister who underwent cancer treatment. Her sister felt a loss of identity when her hair fell out after chemotherapy. So Marie created this amazing piece using some of her sister's hair to remind her sister of her strength whilst fighting cancer. This is luminescence. I love sharing these stories and these told through creativity and cloth. Every 2 years, I host the Celebration of SAORI exhibition, showcasing my students' work and over 100 of their incredible woven stories and unique pieces. It's amazing to see so much essence, so much captivating self-expression on display. Tapping into your essence opens up a whole new world of freedom, trust and understanding of your inner self. You ignite a deeper part of yourself, not bound by ego, identity, rules or restrictions. You no longer fear creativity and you lean into your self-expression. And it unlocks endless possibilities for the rest of your life. So how can you find your essence? Where can you bring creative play into your day? Do you trust your creative choices? Do you let your inner child out to play? Because when you do, you'll discover the joy of who you truly are beneath the surface, your unique essence. And so here I am, living my best life. I provide the spark, the SAORI loom fans the flame. And I love seeing the fire of creativity that burns brightly and the incredible magic that happens when each student taps into their unique creative essence. I invite you to join me to experience your own luminescence. Thank you so much for letting me share.